Hello guys, this is Civil Installation Engineer again. We're back to the field, and the work we want to show you today is solar installation. We're doing solar installation today. I hope you remember this compound when we were doing the renovation. We do the tiling work on some lot of work here. So today we bring our batteries and panels. You can see the solar panels here. I want to do solar installation here. So right now our team are arranging batteries. We build the battery shapes, as you can see. The men are bringing in the batteries, like you see it, how it's assembled down there. It's not finished yet. I'll still show the video. They're bringing in the battery to fix on the shelves. As you can see, we'll put up the camera for you to see each stage and where we are. Men are bringing in the heavy duty batteries side.
Okay, you know what? You know how this thing we put it here so
right now I'm fixing the battery terminals. These are solar batteries. They are 245 amps. American solar battery, standard, very good standard. Okay, so we're fixing the. I'll also show you the name of the battery. We don't hide our products. So right now I want to show you this work from this first stage to the end of the stage. Right now, first thing we do, we build the shells for the battery. The second thing we do, we try to fix the terminals. Keep watching and see how we complete the project. Okay? Thank you. Terminals has the positive and the negative side, so it's 2 times on each. Hello guys, we're here at the solar storeroom. This is Solomon, your brother. Please, if you are new to this channel, click on the subscribe button, because what we are doing is not about only we doing it. It's also about doing it, working to get money. No, yes, we work to get money, but it's also about our brothers, anywhere they are in the world, both the one in the Gambia, in America, in anywhere. education, most education is online now. You can learn so many skills online. In our generation today, it's not like what we have in those days. Today, the technology has taken over. So you can learn anything you want to learn on YouTube or in any site. So my YouTube channel is also educational social platform to help those who want to who want to learn skills online, to help those who want to, have a project like this get done in their homes, to help those who want to build their house. It's okay, I know a very good company in Gambia that can do that for me, to also help the youth to learn skills. So that is why we always put our camera up and put our camera on from the beginning of the project till the end. You've seen when we were fixing the battery terminals. Now these are cable locks. I told you I'll show you every materials that will go on this shop until we produce current on it and supply the building. This is cable locks. We just finished fixing it on the cables, as you can see. Right now, I'm going to connect them now. Now the first question I want to ask myself, just asking myself, for you to know, maybe that should be the question in your mind. These are dry cell solar battery, not liquid. And each of these battery is 245 amps. It's very strong. This battery is from America. You can see the label over there. This is American standard battery. Okay, so you see I finished making my cable locks. Each of these battery are 245 amps, 12 volts. The amps is 245, but the voltage is 12 volts. But we are using 24 volts, and the Magnum inverter we're using here, which you will see it as long as this installation is going on, is 24 volts. So for us to be able to get 24 volts, remember I said the site is like educational, this YouTube channel is like educational YouTube channel. For those who want to see how professional we are with our jobs, we don't just do it. This is what we travel out to learn, and we start doing it. We've been working in different countries. We make so many building construction in Nigeria. Solar, when I mention building construction, involve all this, the building construction and electrical supply, because you can't build a house without current supply. So, like as I said, it's a training field. Now, because the inverter, the power inverter, I'll tell you the functions of all these things in my next video. Because the inverter, and that should be after I install all the equipment. So when I touch one, I will tell you the names, the capacity, and their functions. But now I'm just telling you this about the installations. Anyway, where I am is very tight. Also, I'm with my slippers because I'm supposed to wear my industrial boots, but I have injury on my leg, so I can't wear boot at the moment. So forgive me for that, guys. So I'm actually supposed to wear my working overall, but as you can see, I'm in a very tight room, so it's very, very hot here. So I'll wear something that will have free ventilation, and my leg will not have a problem because I have injury in my leg, as I tell you guys. Now, keep watching. Okay, now the inverter is going to be 24 volts. So batteries normally the manufacturer normally manufacture 12 volts, but it might be on the higher wattage. So for us to be able to get 24 volts that will be supplied on the inverter, look at what we're doing. We're going to do what we call looping. I'm giving lectures for some of us who want to learn online, Living Solution Engineering. You can see the name. We don't just get this name, Living Solution. We are solutions to all living situation. I don't mean financial, but in terms of technology, building and technology. So for us, we try to get 24 volts. What do? Is to do what we call looping. I just made this wire out from the coil. I'll show you the coil from outside. So looping means we're going to add, I'm going to scroll the positive to negative. Two batteries. I'm doing, 12 volts, 12 plus 12 give you 24 volts. Right now we're looking for 24 volts output of these batteries to go to the inverter that we're going to install. But each of these batteries is 12 volts. So what we're going to do is to do loop. And how do you do that? You take two batteries, like 1, 2. If you can see that, 1, 2. So how do you do that? You're going to add plus and minus of the next battery. This is plus and this is minus of the next battery. You get 24 volts. So guys, watch me doing that right now. This is plus. Please give me the tools box. Make it the size. I'll put size to this. No, I want a very small box. So guys, keep watching. I have injury, sorry, I'm not with in a place like this. We have to wear the industrial boots, to prevent us being electrocuted. But right now we're working on the DC. We're not working on the AC. So DC voltage is very low, has no shock. So DC, what do I mean by DC? DC means direct current, mostly produced from cells, the cells voltage. And AC means alternating current. That's the one we're using from power transformers. That's the one we use here, we call it NAWIC. So going to check. Okay guys, come down again. Make sure you position the camera, please, very well so that my fans and also people who want to learn about installations and the questions they want to ask can see it clearly. So, as I always said, I said on so many videos on other people YouTube channel that I can't take a job that I don't know how to do it. I'm a professional engineer. I learned so many things. As you see, my kids are very young, so I actually married at a very late time because I was spending my time studying a lot of things. Because after my studies, I decided to come back to Nigeria and try to invest it. Right now I'm in Gambia. I'm an electrical engineer, structural engineer, solar named it. I'm a very good tiler, if you want to know more. Very good wall decorator. That is what I always tell you. I train people, most people that work with me. Not all. Most people that work with me, I train them to that profession. Some are professional on their skills and they come registered as employee, as a worker in the company and start working with us. But most of them, I've also trained people that went on their own and start working on their own. Some electrical engineer, plumbers, tilers, painters. So I want to show you from beginning to the end of this project for you to see. But if I tell you that I'm a professional to this, I don't ask how to do it. I've already learned how to do it. I only need to go to the field and show it out to my fans, like what I'm doing right now. And when you're doing this, please, anybody that's listening to me or want to learn this, you see, now I look, this is the 2 batteries, if you can see, because we're in a very tight corner. Now this is a 2 battery. Remember what I said? We're working on 24. This solar system is going to be 24 inputs. Let me put it very clear in case some engineers are listening to me. The input is going to be 24 volts. And each of these batteries is 12 volts. So we have to add plus of 1 battery and we have to loop plus of 1 battery and minus from 1 battery. And the 2 batteries, you see, this is the looping. This is plus from this source and this is minus from this source. So we loop these 2, then we now get output. This is the looping, plus and minus. Then these 2 that remain is going to be the output now. And what is this output producing now? This output produces 24 volts. I don't want to waste your time. I have my tools here. I'll show you. Actually, each of the batteries is 12 point something. 12 point something. 12.50, 12.50 something. So, but we capitalize on 12 volts. So when I add up the 2, it's going to give me 24 point something. That's actually the output we're looking for from the input of the inverter. Now this is the output from the battery, but it's now going inside the inverter. We call it input of the inverter. The inverter will now produce the output. That's the input of the inverter will be the DC, and the output of the inverter will now be the alternating current AC, which we are looking forward for 240 watt, 40 volts. Okay, guys. So I finished looping the first battery, and I want to work on the second one up here. We're losing the battery terminal out. So I want to do the looping up here so that you can see it clearly. Maybe the downside, I'm not seeing the camera right now, it might be dark. It's educational field. So using, then I've put my cable lock. Okay guys, now I want to connect it. This is the 2 battery. We're looking for 24 point something volts. Let's say 24 volts. Each of the battery produces 12 volts or 12 point something. So to get 25 volts out of this battery, you're going to loop the plus of the other battery to minus of the other battery, Then the middle one becomes the output now, 24 volts, 24 point something volts will be these two. So we do that. Place any time you want to be able to produce output of two 12 volts batteries. This is what you do. So I go again. I'll show you the voltage on my reading meter here when I'm done. Remember, we are looking for 24 volts output of the battery. This is why you must always tell your friends to subscribe to our channel, because it's an educational channel. It's not a channel that we sit and gossip or talk about government. We don't have that time. Okay, we talk things that are necessary, but if that is necessary, we can talk about it. Well, we don't see the necessity of sitting down as a qualified engineer like us talked about government. You know, we do things that give profit. We don't see any profit on that. You have to make sure it's properly tight, strong. To avoid short circuit. Okay guys, as you can see, so we finished looking at this one now. You see, we look the plus of this battery to, let me just use a simple language. We connect the plus of this first battery to the minor of the second battery. Then the two terminals that remain is now become the output that will produce 24 volts. I hope that is clear. Thank you. So I have to do the second one now. Make sure you use the proper tools. Tight it very well to avoid leakage. But after your whole work for the day, you can also confirm your tightening, make sure you're properly tight, okay? You know, 1, 2, 3, 4 battery to 24 volts is like as 2 batteries now. I don't think you understand what I'm saying. You can ask questions at the comment section there. In 24 volt system, 4 batteries is to 2 battery. Because you have to add up 2 battery to be able to get the current voltage you're looking for. That's what I mean. If that is clear, if that's not clear to you, you can write me on my personal email or on the comment section, okay? So now we'll be able to produce 2 24 volts now. Okay, 3. 1, 2, 3. So we're doing the second one now. I'm sorry this will be a long video. I'm very sorry I'm very, very grateful for your patience, but it's all good for us, for all of us. That is you and Solomon. What we show you in the company is not fake. That professional on solar installations talks about this installation. If I'm wrong or right, we don't do non-professional jobs. That's why we can show up on social media, because we're very proud of what we're doing. One thing that is very important here, every stage of this installation is very important, because on wrong installation of these batteries might cause explosion or damage. So you have to be very careful. Let professionals also speak about what I said. So one thing that is very important about this installation, you must make sure you're tight. You tight. Make all tightening to be very strong. See, that's a plus. And add to minus of this very battery to be able to produce output of 24 volts. Sorry about the way the camera is facing, because as I said before, we're in a very tight room. And we're not supposed to dress like this on this installation, but forgive me about that. The room is very tight and it's very hot inside here right now. It's very, very hot. So if I wear overall normal uniform for this installation, I'll be sweating. Very hot. Very, very hot. I don't want you to witness the heat I'm facing right here. Now your tightening must be firm. Must make your tightening to be very strong. So we're building battery circuit here, because if I should give you a very brief definition of current, we're working on current. We're trying to produce 200 from 24 volts. From 12 volts battery, we'll be able to produce 24 volts at DC. And after that, we want to produce 220 to 240 volts. of current. So to give a brief definition of current, just to rhyme with what I'm doing, current is a flow of electrons in a circuit. So this is a circuit we're building, flow of electrons in a circuit. So you must get this properly tight so that when those procedures are taking place, there won't be any leakage. The key leakage might cause damage and so many things. Make sure you're tighten and very strong. Okay, guys, we add up these two batteries plus the plus on my right hand where I tied the green bandage because I have injury there. I have injury dislocation here last week, but we must still be here to teach and to work. So this is the plus on my right hand side, this is the minus. Then left these two. This is now the output. This is just the looping to be able to produce output of 24 volts. Okay, so this is going to be output now that will now loop to all outputs to go to the inverter. Okay, guys, we finished for today work. Today work was just to show you some of the materials. 1, 2, the batteries, how we arrange it on the battery shelves. We actually make these battery shelves, and to loop the batteries. Then tomorrow will be a different thing. I'm so grateful for your time. This is Solomon, your brother again. Let's know what you think about what we are doing. If it's encouraging, please let us know. For some of us who want to learn every work that I can do perfectly, you are welcome to my channel. Follow us in anything that we want to do. If you get a job of solar, always pray for us to get projects, because when we have projects, this is where we can be on camera to teach. So pray for us. There is nothing bigger than God for us to always have projects. So we can sit down like as I sit right now and teach you. Remember, we just started this solar installation. I know most of you will learn a lot of things. We don't go far yet. Today is just our first day. We bring the materials today. Just want to do small work and go home because we need to touch other parts. The panels are there. We don't show you the installations of panel 2. We'll go to that stage, okay? So please, if you are new to this channel, subscribe. Click the subscribe buttons. Help your brothers to grow. As you are helping us to grow, forget about people who sit down and gossip about people, talks about government fighting and so that. Support our brothers everywhere in the world to learn skills so that we can have a better life. Okay, guys? So please subscribe. Click on the subscribe button. Also, click on the notification bell so that whenever we put new videos, we ring the bell at your door. Madam, Oga, the video done ready. Come and watch. Thank you very much. May God bless you, and don't forget to drop your comments at the comment section. Goodbye for now. Bye-bye.